As soon as the event was over, I got in the car. I said, meow.
I got here. That's true. You got here at like midnight.
Well, it takes a long time. Okay. Well, it's not interesting, but I finished the event at like 9. I drove to Kingston, Washington to catch
Kingston, Washington.
I drove to Kingston town.
Washington.
I was gonna catch the 10:30 p.m. boat. It was gonna be Irie.
Oh. Not Irie. I would like to apologize to the island of Jamaica.
I pull up to the
because I am not feeling the rhythm. I'm not feeling the rhyme. Hello. Where's my camera? I gotta stop doing that. It's not a good joke. Welcome to Text Me Back podcast. We're live we're not live. This is recorded in person.
We're alive
together.
Or so they say.
So they claim. You know, the last time, we should probably cut this out. But the last time we were together, we got more than one email from listeners being like, I don't like that.
I know.
I don't like it when you're together. And I said, well, much to consider.
They were like, it taints the magic somehow.
And so we said, well, that's too bad because I like hanging out with Lindy.
I like hanging out, but I kind of do agree that I think it makes the podcast worse.
Oh.
Well, and I'm just speaking for myself. I feel very like, hello. Like I'm very aware. I'm aware of my body parts. I can't remember what we just said we were going to talk about. Although that's the same on the
that's normal
computer.
That's pretty typical Text Me Back podcast stuff.
I feel like there is a pressure to like fill the space with glamour.
Well, it's just sort of like, I feel a little bit like welcome to my room.
I did bring this from home.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, today on Text Me Back podcast, here we are at the beautiful Labor Temple of Seattle, Washington. I assume at one point in this room, great ideas were shared about unionizing, and now we're farting in here. So yeah, sorry to the labor movement, but here we are. We're super excited. Today we're going to do tidings, although I don't think we have the song, so we'll just have to like imagine. Seattle Fart Museum.
A new segment we're calling Seattle Fart Museum.
And finally, that's it.
But also my tiding is a sub segment. Tiding : Judge Meg's Lane.
So,
because I have been accused of a crime yet again. Unbelievable.
Stay tuned to find out. Is she guilty or innocent? I've been practicing because last night and all of today, I was watching Law & Order SVU. I'd like to really quickly complain about a timeline violation, which is, as we all know, Detective John Munch came from Homicide: Life on the Streets to become Detective John Munch, same guy on Law & Order. So Munch exists in the Law & Order universe, which means everybody from Homicide exists in the Law & Order universe. I turned my TV on this morning. There's Andre Braugher guesting on SVU. And I'm thinking, oh, they must have brought over his character from Homicide: Life on the Streets. He must have taken the train down from Baltimore or up from Baltimore, whatever. Totally different guy. Totally different guy.
Maybe he's in witness protection, Megan, and you're blowing his cover.
And he became a well-known civil rights attorney. Law & Order. I was so irritated. I was like, I can't let this rest.
Yeah. It was... Is this a recent episode? No, they're both dead.
They're both dead.
Sorry to say it like that.
Recent
respect upon their names.
It was obviously before Andre Braugher died, but after. But after Richard Belzer passed away.
Perhaps the passing of Belzer severed the tie, the link between the two realities.
If you're a quantum physicist, let us know if that's possible. Anyway. Shall we share our tidings?
Wait, I have something to say about Law & Order. No, it'll just take 1 second. I can't remember if I've ever said this on the podcast before. And I had been kind of holding it close to the vest for the last...
You're literally wearing a vest.
I'm literally wearing a vest. Shout out Ace and Jig, great Portland company, who gifted me this vest.
Oh, PR package.
And it's reversible. But I was keeping this one under wraps because I all these years, I thought maybe someday I would actually do it. But I think that the ship has sailed, not to mix too many metaphors. I was keeping the ship close to my vest. But now it's sailed. I don't think I'm ever going to do it. Now my vest
has sailed the 7 seas.
That's right.
And she's gone on a journey.
That's right.
Away from me.
But back in the days of like gonzo stunt journalism, where I got my start.
Where salad days, gonzo journalism.
Where we would just like, you would just like do a silly thing and then write about it. Like one time, Esquire magazine came out with their own TV network. And so then GQ, I think it was GQ, had me watch the Esquire network for 24 hours straight. I had to stay up and then write like an hour by hour. So it was like things like that were happening.
It was just reruns of Fear Factor or something.
Yeah, it was like there was like one show. There was like a show about cigars. They had like 3 original shows, and then everything else.
Bar rescue.
Yeah, exactly. But in that era, I had what I still think is a genius idea, but I'm not going to do it. Which was that I watch every episode of every Law and Order franchise, and then try to pass the bar.
Oh my God. I think it could work.
Right? I feel like I could at least get a B.
You know, unfortunately, they do ask questions about many areas of the law, not just sex crimes.
That's why I watch every Law and Order. Yeah, I'd learn about criminal intent.
But there's no Law and Order : oh God, what is the name of it? It has such a funny name. Oh, instruments, financial instruments, or Law and Order : estates. What trust and estates?
It comes up all the time. That's like the number one motive for murder. What about major crimes? Isn't that one? That covers a lot.
Crimes.
There's
other parts of the law besides crimes.
Well, but what about Law and Order UK?
What does that have to do with Law and Order : America? What does that have to do with bar exam : America?
I'm just saying maybe in the UK Law and Order, they get into
how you disperse somebody's estate in America.
Yes.
Yeah, good idea.
Well, Megan, I'm saying I'm not going to do it, but I still think it's a good idea for an article.
No, absolutely. And with that, shall we tide?
Let's do it.
Let's imagine the song, but it is going to be playing for everyone else.
Yeah.
Shall I begin?
Please.
I'm in Seattle, Washington.
What?
Yeah. I'm in Seattle, Washington. And I stayed with my brother. I came early. Producer Allie is here. Quiet as a little mouse in the corner. And she got here last night. I came a few days early so I could spend some time with my brother and his family. We watched a bunch of the World Cup games together. It was really fun because my older nephew is obsessed with soccer. Well, they both are. They both love soccer a lot. Excuse me, football.
Is that what they call it?
No, they're not that annoying about it yet. So we watched a few games. They taught me about all the guys that I need to know about, which I really appreciate. I hate not knowing who all the different guys are, you know, but that's one of the top barriers to sport, figuring out who are all these guys. There's so many guys.
Tell me about it. And the only way to enjoy it is to know about the guys.
Exactly. I mean, and World Cup, I feel like is a sort of a exception to how I normally feel about sports, because I actively didn't want the United States to win, because I felt like that would have been annoying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I felt like I didn't have a home team. So instead, I really have been able to enjoy figuring out who everybody is on the games I'm watching.
Such as Lindy West watching the NBA?
Yeah, very much so. I feel like I'm embracing the Lindy West style of sports viewage. But it's also stressful because I'm like, I don't know who any of these guys are. What if one of them is secretly evil? Because I was all excited about that one tennis player, and he turned out to be a real piece.
I know, you really put your foot in it.
Alexander Zyrtec of Germany. You remember him.
I do.
Anyway.
Megan got into trouble.
I got in trouble because it turns out he sucks. And I'm sorry to Josh Holloway for comparing you to a German demon. But that's not what I want to talk about. I would like to talk about this. It's a micro segment within Tidings that I'm calling the concept of having a younger brother. How weird. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, I don't have one.
You don't have one. But like, here's the deal with that. Here's the deal. What's the deal with younger brothers? I love my brother so much. But it's like the professional obligation of a younger brother is to be the biggest dickhead alive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a requirement of the job.
Your younger brother threatens my life every time I see him.
And he's right to do it. You know what I mean? But it's sort of like when you post a job and you write on it, you have to be able to lift 50 pounds. When they wrote the job description for younger brother, they said you have to be a dickhead at all times.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I don't think that's really true for younger sisters, but write in, let me know if that is true for younger sisters. Anyway, so I'm hanging out with my brother. The man, again, it's a requirement of the job. He has to annoy me. And your only defense as an older sibling is to try to remain unfazed. Impossible. So here's where this all started. Actually, I have several things I would like to say.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
As a person who likes to be annoying, I hate it when you remain unfazed.
That's why
makes me so mad.
What you don't understand is I have been through like a trial of fire my whole life. I have had to build up my unfazed facade over the course of several battles and wars.
The Tri-Wizard tournament.
It was a Tri-Wizard tournament and I won all 3 wizards. Do you understand?
Why am I always referencing Harry Potter?
Because
it's not right.
That was the last thing we all read before we got dementia.
Right.
Anyways, so here's an example, right? My dog Kevin has a beloved favorite toy. It is in the shape of an apple. It's clearly an apple. It's red and round, and it has a little stem that comes out of the top and a little leaf.
Like a cherry.
You see? So my fucking brother is like, it's a tomato. I said, and it came up, it was just like, oh, I love it. My brother goes, oh, I love his little tomato. I said, it's actually an apple. Just so he knows. It's game on now. It's never good. He's never going to refer to it as an apple ever again.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten about this. I land in Seattle, Washington. First thing out of his mouth is like, how's Kevin? Is he enjoying his tomato? You bitch. I just got here. Matthew. I literally just landed. He's talking about Kevin's tomato. And I'm like, it's an apple, but whatever. That's the worst thing you can do. You just have to pretend it's not happening. Or even better, start calling it a tomato. Let him win. Now he's really irritated, but I can't do it because it's not a tomato. It's an apple.
I was going to say, it's not satisfying if you let me win. I don't like it, but that is what you said.
Yeah.
Then he's extra irritated.
Yeah. That's the only way to get him.
Ugh, I hate it.
But it's such a huge personal loss to be like, fine, it's a tomato. So I only deploy that when I must.
Yeah.
When I absolutely must.
When you're really against the ropes on the ship in the vest.
And when my vest is sailing the 7 seas and I'm adrift without her. Okay, here's another example. So then it's July where we are. I don't know when this is going to air. Maybe next week.
Yeah, I think next week.
But the Tour de France started at the beginning of July. So I've been watching Tour de France. I had it on in his house the other day and he's asking me about, we had talked about this on the show. We don't need to revisit all of it, but there's like different jerseys you can win based on what your skill set is. And there's like King of the Mountain, so you're really good at.
I don't think we've talked about.
We haven't. No. Well, if you're like, really,
I've never heard this before in my life.
If you're really good,
if you win a special shirt.
Yeah, well, there's like 4 different jerseys. One is just best young writer, which is just like you're a baby who's anybody could win that. I could win that, except I'm too old. You know what I mean? It's the only thing.
Old writer.
The only thing keeping me from winning best young writer is the year I was born. Then there's the green jersey, which means you're the best sprinter. Then there is the polka dot jersey, which is King of the Mountain, which just means you're really good at climbing because there's stages that go uphill and some are flat, whatever. Then there's a yellow jersey, which means you're the fastest or you're the best overall. You're ahead of everyone. I've won.
Okay.
The Tour de France. I'm wearing the maillot jaune, which is French for yellow jersey. Anyways, so he was asking me about the polka dot jersey, which is the King of the Mountains. And he goes, what's the checked jersey? The checkmark jersey. And I said, oh, it's polka dots. And as soon as it left my mouth, I was like, Jesus Christ. Oh, I should have just gone with check mark, you know? I said, well, it's polka dot. It's King of the Mountain. And he goes, okay, well, that's interesting because like the check marks look. And I'm like, the concept of having a younger brother. The freaking concept of having a younger brother.
You know what's weird about having a brother? Is it's like, it's just a guy you know.
Some guy that I've known since he was born.
Right.
It's insane.
Like, why do I know you?
Yeah, where did you come from? You were, like, here's the thing. You were literally placed on this earth to annoy me.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That's where you came from.
And like, if he wasn't your brother and you two were to pass each other on the street, he would have no idea. Like, he wouldn't annoy you at all.
No, he wouldn't. Because I don't know him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The concept of having a younger brother. Wow. The concept of having
and I would like to end with the worst thing he's ever done to me. And this one, I don't want to admit this, but there's no way out of this one for me. There's no way out of this one for me. So the new iPhones can make little Memojis that look exactly like you. Like you give it a picture and it makes a little person that looks just like you, but upsetting.
Sure.
Yeah. Like not just uncanny valley, but repulsive.
Dirty valley.
Yeah. Dirty valley of creepy poop woman. Like it makes a little
dirty valley of creepy poop woman.
Yeah.
I think
it makes like a golem of you where it's like you're made out of poop and mud.
Right. And it ages for you inside your phone.
And stuff. Yeah. And I hate it. So anyway, so he made one of me. And it's the worst looking little bitch I've ever seen in my life. I hate her. She's so vile. And he sent it to me and I said, ugh, what is that? Big mistake. Big mistake. I should have just been like, cool. Every chance he gets, he sends me that little bitch.
Yeah.
I hate her. I know. So I haven't seen Every Castle Ranked, but I know you have a bit in it about how, like, you know, people always say, everything you say to yourself, you're saying to her.
Right.
It's like your younger self.
Right.
And you have this picture of you that like you have no eyebrows. You're not wearing glasses. I want to say you're wearing like a flip up blossom hat.
Yes. I'm wearing a black felt hat.
Yeah.
Foldable hat.
Yeah. And in Every Castle Ranked, you say, bully her. She's horrible. She's a dork, or like whatever it is that you say.
She looks like she's killed and she'll kill again.
Yeah. And so
she's so scary.
That's how I feel about this little bitch ass emoji. My brother, I fucking hate her so much. And my brother knows it.
Yeah.
And so now he'll send me her with like the double helix on either side and be like, that's your daughter. That's your baby. Why are you disowning your own child? I hate.
You gave away your power, Megan.
I know. And so I can't get that. That one I can't get back. Tomato, apple, we'll figure that one out. I might let him have checkmark jersey. But that little fucking devil
never
emoji. I can't believe he caught me flat-footed like that. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it's like I'm off my game that I put down the unfazed shield.
Yeah.
And he got right through.
You know, as you wrote in my high school yearbook, and here's what Matthew will do if he's smart. Someday, 20 years from now, you haven't seen the Memoji.
Mm-hmm. He's going to get me good.
You're just going about your life and you think everything's safe. You're happy. You're content. You're retired from the world of politics.
I'm in my garden.
You're in your garden.
I'm planting.
And then, well, what you wrote in my yearbook was faintly in your ear, you'll hear, big boy, he doing it.
She doing it. Everybody doing it. Whoa!
And a tear will spring to the corner of your eye. And I guess that would be you sneaking up on me singing The Puppies after, for some reason, we didn't see each other for 20 years.
There was some sort of feud.
I feel like, Matthew, keep it sailing close to your best on the ropes for 20 years. Then Megan
deploy.
Megan's retirement party.
I've been lulled into a sense of security you wouldn't believe.
You say, I'll handle the invitations and the slideshow.
Not the slideshow
of memories.
By the way, just for a minute, I love the implication that he's going to invite the Memoji to my retirement party. Like she physically comes.
Yeah. Look, 20 years from now, imagine
what the technology.
Imagine the advances in plastic surgery and robots.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I was just gonna say he puts a picture instead of a picture of you, he puts the Memoji. But I like this better. Matthew gets a sophisticated silicone robot.
Yeah.
That looks exactly like the Memoji. She comes to the party. She beats you in a dance competition.
Oh, you should have just ended it at beats you.
She beats you to death. She takes over.
Death.
She replaces you. She does it secretly in the walk-in freezer.
Yes.
She wears your clothes.
There's a walk-in freezer at my retirement party. Don't worry about it.
She puts on your clothes. Now the retirement party is for her. She takes your place in your life. You're up in heaven being like, no, you're watching through a little gap in the clouds.
I'm like, this is my heavenly reward?
Your nephews, they're hugging the Memoji robot.
Oh, that's actually the worst thing I can imagine.
Then Matthew comes up to the Memoji robot. He hugs the Memoji robot. He says,
I know who you are.
No, he says, it's an apple. He gives the satisfaction
it's
polka
to the
dots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he gives her my satisfaction.
Yes. While you are burning in hell in heaven.
Hell?
They just made a mini hell for
me. Just for me.
Well, just for this part where you're watching look.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense if you think about it.
Yeah, and it does. And I am.
So anyway, Matthew, you owe me big time.
Anyway, the concept of a younger brother. Write in, let us know what's the dumbest and most annoying thing your younger brother's ever done. And I'd love to know, what do younger sisters get up to? I feel like I do know a lot of sisters, and I feel like the girlies are battling in a different way. And I would love to know more about that. So write in, let us know. deartextmeback@gmail.com, 703-829-0003. And that's the concept of having a younger brother. Lindy?
My tiding is that I got here late and Megan and Allie became best friends while I was not here. And now I'm shut out of the clique.
Yeah, she showed up late to the girls' trip, and unfortunately, alliances have been drawn. She's not in one of them. Allie got here last night, and I also was here. We went out to dinner last night because, somebody was trying to sell her book. Ugh.
I had an event. I had an event on the calendar in Port Townsend, Washington, which is 2 hours away. As soon as the event was over, I got in the car. I said, meow.
I got here. That's true. You got here at like midnight.
Well, it takes a long time. Okay. Well, it's not interesting, but I finished the event at like 9. I drove to Kingston, Washington to catch
Wagwan. Kingston, Washington.
I drove to Kingston Town,
Washington.
I was gonna catch the 10:30 p.m. boat. It was gonna be Irie.
Oh. Not Irie. I would like to apologize to the island of Jamaica.
I pull up to the
because I am not feeling the rhythm. I'm not feeling the rhyme.
Okay. I'm sorry. I pull up to the booth. I say, 1 car for the 10:30 boat, please.
1 car for the 10:30 boat, please.
The ferryman says,
he said bumboclaat. He said there's no bumboclaat ferry at 10:30, ma'am.
He said that's weekends only. You have to sit here till 11:10. I said, what? So then I had to sit there till 11:10. So then I didn't get to the hotel till midnight. By the way, can I just say something really quick? That
sure.
I don't think I've told this story on the podcast, but because it felt like I shouldn't. But enough time has passed.
Sure.
This house that we used to live at in Seattle, I'll be vague. We had this neighbor, Kitty Corner, who, first of all, it must have been between 2012 and 2016, Obama era.
Mm-hmm.
She was really excited about that. And every morning she would step out her front door and scream, Obama! So like, I was a fan. I was a fan of hers.
Every day for 4 years?
That's what it felt like. I mean, I didn't like keep a journal of it, but she did it a lot.
You should have.
I should have.
Next time.
But so then my brother-in-law came to live with us from Nigeria. He came for a couple years. He was always walking around the neighborhood. She's out in her front yard. He relayed this to me later. She's out in her front yard. She's like, hey, who are you? And he was like, I live there. She was like, where? And he was like, that house over there. And she goes, oh, the house with that Mexican guy and the fat white lady?
And he said, that's the one.
Yeah. I said, yeah.
Now, ma'am.
She said, the house with the Mexican guy and the fat white lady? Yeah. And he said, yeah, that house. But he was like, he's not Mexican. He's Nigerian. He's my brother. And she was like, I don't know. And then,
that's not what I heard.
And she's a black lady, which is relevant because then she said, I mean, I guess it's relevant. She said, I don't like that white lady. She's mean. And he was like, he was like, no, she's not. She's like notably nice. She's really nice. I don't know. He was like, she's not mean. And she was like, yeah, she is. She called me a bumboclaat. There's no way. He was like, there's no way.
Oh, bumboclaat?
She was like, yeah, that white lady called me a bumboclaat.
Bitch.
Now, here's how I know I didn't do it.
You don't need to say anything further.
When he told me that story in 2015 or whatever, I said, what is Bumba who? I had to look up what that was. So
you weren't sure how many A's were in clat.
I said, no, I didn't.
There were 2, I believe.
But she insisted that I did.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So
well, you're not is that Judge Meg's Lane? You're innocent.
It's not Judge Meg's Lane. But that's probably my favorite story.
That's the best thing that's ever happened to anyone.
Because no, I didn't. No, I didn't call that lady a bumboclaat.
A bumboclaat.
I wouldn't and I will not.
Not yet. Hasn't called her a bumboclaat yet.
That's right.
Anyway, yes, Allie came last night. We went to dinner. We went to Half Shell, by the way. And they're not paying me to say this, but it was great. So the food was so good. The oysters were so fresh. You know, I never get to have Pacific salmon because, you know, all the salmon on the East Coast is farm-raised Atlantic salmon from Laurier. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so we had a lovely evening. We were chit-chatting. We bonded very deeply in a way that you can't replicate when the third person comes. You know what I mean? I'd like to share something also. Allie, I hope this is okay. We were chatting last night. Allie goes, you know that movie, We Bought a Zoo? And I said, I'm familiar. And she's like, I don't really know what the premise is. And I was like, Allie, I think the premise is that they bought a zoo. But she goes, my parents kind of did that, except they bought a pizza place. So producer Allie's parents own a pizza place in Missouri, and you should check it out. I asked, is it an Emo's franchise? It is not. So my understanding is that the pizza actually tastes good and not like Velveeta melted on a saltine cracker, which is the Emo's specialty. What's the name of the pizza place? Lake Time Pizza. Lake Time. Lake. Don't be disgusting.
It's Lake Time.
Lake Time Pizza and Pub. And yes, it's near a lake. I asked. Anyway, but you missed it. So
you remember when that movie Big Miracle came out?
Yes.
And so there's like a poster of like a hole in the ice and then like a whale's head popping up out of the hole. And I think Drew Barrymore
and
is there.
I think she makes and she's meaningful eye contact with it and then learns the meaning of life or something.
Yeah. So when that came out and that poster was everywhere, I can't remember if it was a Hom or our friend Tom Shortliff. One of them started calling it These Whales Bought a Zoo. Like the whales were popping up through the hole to look at their human zoo. It really made me laugh.
Oh, that's really good.
For years, I never forgot it. Anyway, so thanks to Tom or a Hom. Don't remember who did it.
Well, so what are you going to do to try to implicate yourself
Oh, okay.
In the girls' trip.
So I think I have to drive a wedge.
Mhm.
And so I've been working on it.
Mhm.
I've been giving Allie a lot of like,
kind of knowing glances when I
Yeah.
say something. Mhm.
you know what? It's not working actually. Because actually what happened is I said, I need to drive a wedge. Then Megan started doing like a satire of driving a wedge, which just made me feel ridiculous. Like now I can't do it for real. Megan and Allie are bonding over
you
my
trying to drive a
ludicrous
wedge.
attempt to drive a wedge.
Yeah, I was like, Allie, did you hear what Megan said? I mean, she's totally entitled to her feelings. Like, it's totally fine. She's like a bitch, right? Like,
She's kind of being weird, right?
like she's
like, look, I love her.
no, I would never say anything bad about her, but she's like a bitch, right? Like she's like insane.
Yeah, but anyway, then that just fueled their
And then that
bond.
became an even deeper inside joke between Allie and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if you have any ideas on how to drive a wedge between Allie and me and help Lindy implicate herself into a new best friendship, let us know. Write in. Give us a call.
okay, it's what I deserve.
No, it's going to be great. We're going to go to lunch after this and I'll like go to the bathroom and you guys will be like, oh, thank God she's gone.
Do you really think so, Megan? Do you really?
No, I don't think so. I think it's too late for you.
Do you want to hear my Judge Meg's lane?
Yes.
We're going to take a little break and then we're going to come back.
We're back now.
Now we're back.
By the way, Tony Burrito made so much fun of that. He was like, it was so irritating when he was complaining about our show. He was like, oh, they say they're going to take a break, but then they don't show any ads. Then he goes, they're probably doing it so that in the future, when they do sell ads, they can put ads there. Yeah, bitch, that's why. Why are you so mad? Like, of all the things to complain about, you're complaining about a very standard podcasting thing that everyone does.
Also, we do have ads on the audio. We have to do it. The video is just the audio visualed. So hello.
My nephew, also my older nephew, was like, is your show popular? And I just burst into laughter. And I was like, I'm really the wrong person to ask.
Yeah, tell him to ask me.
I was like, I think we do okay. And I was like, probably for you, you wouldn't think our YouTube presence is very exciting. Because, you know, the younger people, YouTube is the only one true metric.
Yeah.
So I just was like, but, you know, old people don't really watch YouTube yet. And he was like, oh, no, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense.
Anyway.
Okay, so
What's
here's my tiding. Like a week ago or something, I was in Seattle taking care of my mother after her knee surgery.
Knee surgery?
Yeah, she had a knee replacement.
Oh, I thought it was a hip replacement.
No, knee.
Good for her.
Yeah,
Good for her.
She had her left knee replaced in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
6 years later, now the right knee has gone bad.
Oh.
So now it's been replaced.
Nobody drink the knee. The knee has gone bad.
Sorry, Megan, it's not a reference that anyone knows.
If you know that reference. Here's a hint. The guy that said it grew up to be a Federalist Society professor member man. Yes. Anyway, what happened? But I know you thought of it.
I know.
When you said it.
But I'm the last person who would normally say this, but I kind of think that we can't just do all of our verbal tics that we would do in private on the podcast because they don't make sense to other people. But that's okay.
And that's why Text Me Back podcast is the most popular podcast.
It's a
in the
success.
history of podcasts. Yes.
Okay, so like a week ago or so, I was in town helping my mother, and I went out to lunch with Hester and Tyler.
Yes.
Two of our friends from high school. We had a nice lunch, and then Hester and Tyler wanted to go for a walk. I'm having some back problems, although fingers crossed, knock wood, I think
you're cured.
I think I'm cured. I don't know. I walked here.
Exciting.
We walked here today, and I didn't have.
How did it feel?
Perfect. No,
amazing.
Not a twinge. But at that time, my back hurt. So I was like, you guys go for your walk.
Mm-hmm.
Because we wanted to extend the hang I was like, I'm going to walk up the street to, actually, I drove because my back hurt. I'm going to drive 2 blocks up the street to this coffee shop and I'll just sit and wait for you. And then when you come back, we can all have a coffee and hang out a little bit more. So I don't know if I should name it, but it's a coffee shop / cafe. They have food inside of a popular bookstore, local bookstore. Okay. And I've been there many times.
I'm sure they've sold many of your books over the years, perhaps. Maybe.
Yes, perhaps, maybe. So I go in. First, I did some shopping. I spent $75 on books.
Nice.
And I bought a little notebook and some pens, and I went to the cafe. I got a latte, and I went and I sat down at a table, and I just started sketching out a new project I want to do in this notebook, and I was having a great little time. And after maybe an hour, Hester and Tyler came back. They came and joined me at my table. Mm-hmm. And then we sat for probably another hour and just gabbed, had a great time, chit-chatted. Mm-hmm. We were all about to get ready to leave. Mm-hmm. The lady from the cafe.
Oh no, I already hate this so much. Go on.
And it's not full. There were probably 10 tables, and besides us, one other table had people at it. Yeah. So it was mostly empty.
Yeah.
This woman comes back. She goes, in a tone, she goes, "Can I get you anything?"
Ooh.
And we were like, "No, we're actually like about to go, but thank you." And then she goes, "Well, we usually don't let people just sit here without ordering anything, but okay, I guess."
Oh.
In like a mean way.
Mm.
And first of all, I did order something.
Yeah.
I had a latte. It's gone now.
And you purchased many items at the bookstore.
Yes. And she knew my cup was still there. She knew it was there because she cleared it. She was like, "Well, let me take this for you." So like she knew that I had gotten something. Now, Hester and Tyler didn't get anything.
That's not a felony.
Well, also, sorry, if you're going to have a detailed set of rules, I think you should have to post everyone in your party has to get a latte or you're not allowed to sit here. Also, asterisk, the cafe is a different company from the bookstore. So even if you spent $75 at the bookstore, you're not allowed to sit here. Like, I understand if it was crowded and we were just taking up a table. It was just, but it was so shitty. It was just like shitty. It made me feel bad. It made me feel like I was in trouble when I didn't even do the crime. I did buy something.
Well, you're not the one who gets to decide whether or not a crime was committed. This is Judge Meag's.
Right. I'm sorry. But I guess, so like,
counselor,
what I'm asking the court to decide is, do we think that in a group, does one person getting an item cover the table, like the whole group? Or does everyone need to get something, or at least a majority of people? Mm-hmm. And even if it's a separate company, surely, like, that's not my problem.
It's not your problem.
Like, I didn't set up this business structure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, court is in session. Gavel, gavel. Look, you've offered some compelling evidence. The court is not going to rule today definitively in all cases whether or not everyone at the table has to buy a latte.
Okay.
This is as a constitutional challenge. You can either say, is it as applied or is it for everyone? As applied, in this case, you've done nothing wrong. Yes. You are innocent. It's highly context dependent because, one, as the counselor mentioned in her opening statement, if the cafe had been busy and you guys were just sitting around, that's a crime.
Yeah.
It's one of our top felonies, actually. Mm-hmm. If it was busy and they showed up and they were lounging around, I don't like that either. Mm-hmm. I think if all three of you had gone there and sat down and from the beginning, only you ordered something, that is on the fence of some behavior I'm not wild about.
Interesting.
But I also think that my own vision, the judge's own vision of the social compact is I would have felt like I need to at least get a drip coffee just to make everybody happy. But not if I'm meeting you there and we have a plan to eventually exit. And especially if it's not busy. To me, that is the determining factor. In your innocence, you are free to go.
Thank you, Judge. You know what? I forgot an important point. Part of my issue was, if this is a problem, come talk to us at the beginning. and say, oh, hey, to sit here, you actually need to order something.
Yeah, she let you sit there for an hour before she finally said something.
Which made it feel like it was just punitive and it was about shaming us.
I'd also like to go back and ask a different question. All right, what I'd love to explore, had the witness shown up today, I don't see her in the courtroom. What I would love to explore is, you're a server, yet you don't check in on this table at all until you come over to admonish. That, to me, that not only veers you out of guilty territory and into innocence territory, it veers her into guilty territory because she's not performing her duties.
Well, okay, to be clear, in her defense, but also sort of in her prosecution, there are two areas. There's a table service area, and then there's just a area without table service where you can get a coffee and you can just sit. If you sit in the table service, I think you have to get food.
I see.
So, but that makes me feel like it's even less of a formal area. Like it's just an area with tables.
I don't like the behavior of this barista, and I do believe that a warrant should be issued for her arrest.
Yes, I'm going to get her.
Ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Get her ass.
Even though I technically don't believe in jail, we will be putting you there.
Well, it's just restaurant jail. Again, the walk-in freezer.
It's the walk-in freezer. You are sentenced to 30 minutes.
No shawl. No pashmina.
No shawl. No vest. The vest is in the ocean.
So anyway, thank you for your wisdom. That made me feel better.
Court is adjourned.
Gavel.
Gavel, gavel. Well, congrats on your innocence.
Thank you. I was so nervous that I was going to be the one going to the walk-in.
I'll catch you at the press conference on the court steps. What else is going on in Seattle, Washington?
I'm glad you asked, Megan. Okay, this is a new segment that I'm introducing. And it's called Seattle Fart Museum because it's about art. And you're a famous art historian.
Why would you call it? Is it
gonna? Air horn! You came up with that.
No, I didn't. You texted me and said, "I have a new segment I'm calling Fart Basil." Basel. Fart Basel. And then I said, if we're going to be in Seattle, you should call it Seattle Fart Museum. But then now I hear it doesn't have anything to do with farts.
It kind of does.
It's just like you're just doing puns for no reason now. If it doesn't have anything to do with farts, and why is fart? I only supported you because I thought there was some sort of fart-based aspect to this, and there's not.
No, you haven't seen it yet. It does have a fart connection.
Okay,
it does have a fart connection.
I don't believe you at all, but please
Well,
continue.
you can decide when you see the fart.
I will.
The art historian Megs Lane.
You said air horn. Anyway, go on.
Okay, so by the way, someone in the Discord was like, "What is Judge Megs Lane a reference to?" And there's a judge TV show,
called Judge Mills Lane. But
Judge Mills Lane.
There was that. He was also the referee on Celebrity Deathmatch.
You're right.
The claymation Celebrity Deathmatch.
I didn't even
which
remember
I think maybe preceded Judge Mills Lane.
Well, yeah, why did they have him be the...
I think that was his real job, was that he was a boxing match referee.
Why does he get to be a judge?
Well, because those judge shows, you don't have to be a judge or even a lawyer. It's really just arbitration. Like you sign an arbitration agreement and then he's the arbitrator.
They should let me do it.
You could. There's no reason why you couldn't. It's just arbitration. And the results are binding.
Megan, we have to start doing arbitration on the show.
Well, I'm against arbitration for moral reasons. I mean, I'm against forced arbitration. Trial lawyers, you know what I'm talking about.
I do because of when I took the bar.
Jesus. Anyways, what happened in the fart museum?
Okay, so there's an amazing store in the Pike Place Market, which we could go to later today. It's called...
Oh, Allie and I already went there last night.
Did you see the journey where I was like, you did? And then I was like, but she doesn't know what store I'm talking about. Oh, she must have figured it out. Like,
go ahead.
I'm just a baby. It's really easy to twick me, but I guess if that's what you want to do.
I do. It's fun. Concept.
Yeah. Younger siblings are
the concept.
Annoying and older siblings are virtuous.
That's correct. Look it up.
Older siblings are bullies.
It's in the book that I wrote.
So there's a store in the Pike Place Market. It's called Ugly Baby. And they sell all kinds of wacky items. And we'll go there. Well, maybe Allie and I will go there without
Maybe
you.
Will. Who could say? I doubt it, though.
Maybe I'll go by myself because actually I don't need...
The only best friend I need is me.
Exactly. I'm going to have more fun than any of you.
Just me, myself, and I. My 3 best friends.
If you haven't been to Ugly Baby at the Pike Place Market, check it out. It's owned by 2 friends of mine, Doug and Rosalie Gale, who I know from the Seattle comedy scene of the early 2000s, I guess. And also Doug was the producer when I used to host The Moth. So Doug and I worked together on The Moth. Really funny. Rosalie, also really funny. They both did stand-up. I just love them. 2 Seattle greats. And like really nice people. Sometimes comedy people, not that nice. Doug and Rosalie, so nice. So Rosalie sends me this email like a month ago. And first of all, I don't know. Maybe this is just something that happens as you get older. I don't know. Or tell me if this has happened to you. Because this has happened to me like 3 times in the past couple months. I've gotten emails like this. Rosalie, who I've known for years, sends me this email and she's like, "Hey, Lindy, not sure if you remember me. My name's Rosalie. You probably remember my husband, Doug, better. We kind of knew each other from..." I'm like, "Yeah, Rosalie? Yes, of course. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?"
Is that what you're asking me if that happens to me?
Yeah, because I've gotten like 2 other things from people I feel like I know well.
I think that's just... I feel like I'm always doing that. I just am. And I really feel like it's a COVID thing. Maybe it's age, but I really feel like it's a COVID thing where it's like we haven't, a lot of people I still haven't really seen much in person since. And so I still feel like there's like people I've worked with deeply on things where I still will message them and be like, "Hey, you remember we worked on that thing together at blah, blah, blah." And they're like, "Yeah, girl."
Yeah.
But who would have forgotten that?
Actually, I do relate because I have the same impulse. I assume that no one remembers me.
I think that too, especially when you have all your meetings on Zoom or whatever. When you see somebody in person, the like sort of reverse happened to me where I met someone I'd met on Zoom a million times. And I'm like, "Hey, how are you? Like, it's really good to see you in person, blah, blah, blah." And then she was like, "Oh yeah, well, I've been working on XYZ project." And I was like, "Right." That's where we know each other from. So it was like the reverse issue, but that's why I feel like I'm extra, not careful, but I'm like extra annoying about it because I'm like, there is a very good chance this person does not remember me at all. And if you've only ever seen someone in a little tiny box, maybe it is totally different.
You're right.
In person. I don't know.
No, I know. And I don't, I think that I was worried that the implication is that I'm not still Jenny from the block.
Yeah,
but I am.
That you've lost touch with your roots or something.
But I haven't.
You got too big for your britches and your vest. Yeah.
Whereas actually,
the opposite is true.
The opposite is true. My britches are huge. I'm swimming around in these britches. All I have is my past.
I was going to say.
My name is Bella Hadid.
I was going to say, you're an after photo.
Yeah.
From a Weight Watchers
Mega Ozempic after photo in these britches.
You're just holding your pants out 3 feet in front of you.
So anyway, Rosalie sends me this email and she's like, "Not sure if you remember me. I have something I want to send you. I've been listening to the podcast." And she's like, "I came across this piece of art and I realized that you have to have it after listening to your podcast. This needs to live with you. Do you have a P.O. box or something?" As though I wouldn't give Rosalie Gale my home address. We know each other.
Although we do need to set up a P.O. box.
We do need to set up a P.O. box. So then I'm absolutely trapped in Lindy's post-tour depression gelatin cube.
Yes.
So I did not write her back right away. I was just like, I have a list of like people I need to respond to in the notes app in my phone that is at this point so long.
Yeah. We just got a reminder to email somebody back right before this. And I was like, "Oh my God. Oh, dude, shit.
It's really bad." It's really bad. I'm starting to recover and getting caught up on the list. But my friend Belinda opened her own boutique, by the way. Belinda the Bold's unique boutique in Fremont, Seattle.
Washington. You've heard of it?
Ever heard of it?
It does look very cute based on what I've seen on Instagram. So.
It's very cute. And I bought a caftan and you should go. You should go there. She has clothes and jewels and bath and body items. And she does waxing and brows and lashes upstairs. She has her little...
Oh, yeah. She does makeup also. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She did.
Yeah. She did my wedding makeup.
She did your wedding makeup. We should go into her store later.
We should. I'm available.
I go to Belinda's store. I didn't even realize Belinda and Rosalie know each other. Belinda's like, I have something for you from Rosalie. I was like, oh,
wonderful.
I was like, first of all, can you tell her I'm so sorry that I haven't emailed her back yet? Then Belinda's like, I think you're going to like what you see. Okay. She hands
you have it.
I have it here. And says, Meagan, I think you're going to like what you see. I'm going to give it to you, and then I want you to turn it over and look at it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Well, if you're listening audially, Lindy has handed me a painting. What is this, like 8 by 10, 6 by 8, who knows? Painting of a, where do I even begin? A voluptuous snake. And this is either her butt,
it's her butt,
or her titties.
No, it's her ass.
It's so juicy. I don't know if you can see. It's so juicy. And her, let's not sleep on the lips.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe some filler.
Maybe.
This looks natural, of course.
All natural.
This is definitely not BBL. This is definitely...
No. She's been doing her
squats. She's been walking on the Stairmaster.
Yeah.
This is the most upsetting... I'm so upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she was right to send it to you.
Yeah. It's the world's sexiest snake.
Mm-hmm. Do we know what her name is?
No, maybe we get to name her. Rosalie didn't say.
Okay.
She's a blumptious, juicy queen.
Yeah, blumptious is what I would say.
So she's going to hang... I'm going to put her up next to your face behind my desk for when we record. So so any of you, you'll have many chances to meet her. What should we name her?
Blumptious, I think.
Yeah. Blumptious. Does she have a last name?
Maybe we could change her first name to Vlumptious.
Yeah.
And her last name is Viper. Vlumptious Viper.
Vlumptious Viper.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And Rosalie wrote this card.
Painted this?
Well, so
the card is a butt also.
Yeah, the card is also a butt.
I don't know if you can see.
Mm-hmm. I'm so fucking sick of this fucking nails. I'm so fucking sick of seeing people tap their nails. Leave me alone. Okay. So Rosalie says, hey, Lindy. So I did email her back finally to obviously thank her for
this incredible gift.
Yeah. I said, I will never be able to thank you enough. And I will never forgive you. And I was going to ask who is the artist so that we can plug their work on Text Me Back podcast. And then I was like, oh, well, let me look at the card again. Cause maybe she says, cause I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to get better at, if I have the answer somewhere in my email, I look for it instead of asking the person again. Mm-hmm. Megan knows what I'm talking about.
I surely do.
Sorry. Producer Allie knows what I'm talking about.
Literally everyone in your life knows what you're talking about.
Sometimes it's hard to find. Okay. So Rosalie says, hey, Lindy. And indeed the answer is contained in the card, but not maybe in the way that you think.
Yeah.
Hey, Lindy, 1 million years ago, when we were renovating the building that would become our shop, Ugly Baby, me and this guy, Mike, worked upstairs in 100-degree heat, removing carpet, etc. Afterwards, he would sometimes come to the shop and paint. One day he asked me what he should paint, and I said, a butt snake. This is what I got. I knew I had it packed away somewhere from the last time I moved, but when I heard about Snake of the Week, I knew I had to get it to you. Enjoy. Love, Rosalie. So
really, this isn't Seattle Fart Museum. This is Snake of the Week.
You're right. It's Snake of the Week, Seattle Fart Museum.
Hang on. Allie's going to put the song in here.
Snake of the Week.
So, but it is, don't you agree? Don't you agree
that it's fart related because it has a butt?
The farts come out of there? Don't you agree?
Girl.
And yeah,
that connection is bumboclaat. I don't think so.
So the artist is this guy, Mike. Shout out to this guy, Mike.
And I hope, Mike, you got the help you so richly need. Because my God. By the way, if you are only listening to this over your headphones and not, you have to go to YouTube and look at the, like, I honestly kind of don't even want to put it. I don't think we can put it on Instagram. I think we'll get demonetized or something, or like we'll get some sort of mark on our record.
Not safe
That's
for
how
work.
Juicy the butt is.
It's really, I mean, the butt is like wet or oiled.
It's like shiny, like light is reflecting off of its BBL.
And she's really showing it off. Like she's looking at you.
Is sensually glancing over her, I don't know, shoulder? Are we going to call it that? Her neck.
Viperina Bumblina.
Juicy Couture.
Juicy Couture. Juicy Couture.
Anyway, I'm not posting on Instagram. You have to go to our YouTube. You have to subscribe.
That's a good idea. That's marketing.
YouTube.com/ didn't we get Text Me Back? Yeah, we did. So now it's normal and you can find old Juicy Couture.
It's the only way.
O'Blumptious over here.
Only way to see Juicy Couture O'Blumptious is on our...
Juicy Couture O'Blumptious?
All snakes are Irish.
Also, St. we Patrick. Actually, you know what? That's so true. Well, if you're the lead curator of the Seattle Art Museum, deartextmeback@gmail.com, 703-829-0003. Leave a comment below. We'll make sure you get this for your next big show.
I'm willing to loan it out temporarily.
For a fee, of course.
For a fee.
You have to become the lead curator of the Seattle Art Museum, has to become a $12 subscriber to our Patreon, and then you may have Blumptious.
Temporarily.
Oh, Blumptious. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting she's Irish. And to be honest, we don't actually know her pronouns. So I'm sorry.
You're right.
She, they.
You're right.
Sorry, Blumptious. Oh, Blumptious.
Ta.
Irie. Wagwan, oh, Blumptious. We have to cut all of that out.
Oh, no.
Oh, now?
You don't know anything about podcasting, Megan.
We're going to take a break.
We have to double that and pass it to the next person, which is us.
Oh, Blumptious. Wagwan. And with that said, we're going to take a break, I guess, and then end the show. And then I'm not coming back.
Well, that's okay, because I have a new co-host now.
She's Irish.
I have a new clique. That's right.
Unfortunately, I showed up late to the girls' hang between O'Blumptious and Lindy.
Eat shit, Megan and Allie.
My only way forward is to drive a wedge between O'Blumptious and Lindy.
Not possible.
Listen, O'Blumptious, look, I hate to say this, but don't you think Lindy's acting kind of weird? Like yesterday at breakfast, I was like, oh, what did you get? And she was like, oh, nothing. Like, it was just weird. It was so weird, don't you think?
This is so mean.
Oh, no, it worked.
No.
Okay, we're going to take a break and we're going to end the show. And then Lindy and O'Blumptious are going back to Ireland. Well, Lindy. You know what I have a prediction for what I think is going to happen. I think that when we come back on a different day, We're going to be wearing different clothes.
That's how you know it's a different day.
That's how you know it's a different day. But the room will be the same. That's my prediction.
Well, yeah. This is our room where we live.
This is my home. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you would like to support us getting together in person more often, patreon.com/textmebackpod. Also, producer Allie is so hungry. I got to keep buying her scallops, oysters, Pacific salmon, all sorts of things to keep her happy. Patreon.com/textmebackpod. That's how you support it, of course.
I recently met a woman somewhere on the East Coast in an unnamed city. I don't want to embarrass her, but we went to lunch. I was there on a work trip. We went to lunch. Great lady. But everyone at the table got the blackened salmon Caesar because it was a important item at this restaurant.
It was a culturally significant dish.
This restaurant does a great blackened salmon Caesar. This one lady, I was like, oh, you're not getting the salmon Caesar? She goes, no, I don't like salmon. I was like, oh, you don't like fish? She was like, no, I like all fish except salmon. And I believe I've diagnosed her correctly, which is, well, you haven't had like wild, you haven't had
salmon.
Copper River.
Hello.
Wild caught salmon.
She never raised a baby salmon from roe.
No.
And sent his little fry ass, his little smelty body up the salmon ladder.
That's right. She's only had stinky wormy Atlantic farm salmon.
It's like, fine.
Rare misstep from the Norwegians, by the way.
I know. Well, it's not their fault, really. They just like have them swimming around in a bay, I assume. It's fine. It's just, you can tell the difference when you have Pacific salmon.
Yeah. So I was like, you come out to Washington.
We'll take care of you.
I'll buy you a $75 piece of salmon.
Some lady I've never seen before or since.
And it'll change your life.
If you want to help us buy that lady some salmon, patreon.com/textmebackpod. Get involved. What else we got going on? I don't know. That's the end of the show.
You know what I just realized, Megan? We can change out the knickknacks. So it will be different.
Wait, but I don't know if they can see the table. Is a table in the shot?
No, I mean, we could put them on the shelves.
Well, that's true. There's a knickknack over there that I kind of want to steal.
Which one? The big one?
Tune in for the next episode to find out which knickknack I might steal from the Labor Temple in Seattle, Washington.
YouTube exclusive.
Exclusive. Thank you, Bumptious O'Blumptious. Thanks, Bumptious O'Blumptious. That's her name. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm sorry as well. We'll catch you next week. Where's my camera?
You said you weren't going to do it this time.
No, I can't stop doing it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week, which is a different day.
Yep.
Text me back.
Thanks.
Mwah!